Welcome. I bid you welcome. Johnny Metal is your host. 1970 is the topic for tonight. I'm going to look at my top 10 favorite songs from the year 1970. Again, this is a little series I started with my birth year, which was 1969. Don't know exactly how often I'm going to try to do these, but I'm going to do my best to get on a fairly regular schedule here. But before I get into my picks, I do want to show off a little something here because I think this is going to be kind of cool. Something I'm working on, and I hope you all will. Give me some good feedback. Maybe this is something you want for your own wardrobe. Who knows? But let me just show this off to you. For those of you who saw that, what say you? Talk to me. What you guys think about it? Would you like to see some of my Music Corner merch? I got this. I might do some other designs. You never know. I just have to do a little research. This was just a prototype, so we shall see. There is the Professor Peter Jones. Thank you very much, brother. I hope you're doing well. Pat McDermott, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you as always. So thank you guys for checking in. Let me know. I'm going to see what I can do about maybe improving on this design and stuff like that, and we'll see what happens. So, right. So let's get into 1970, shall we? Thank you, Ash. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. I will keep you guys posted. All right, 1970. So I would finally turn one by the end of the year. So you're not going to, so I didn't really know a whole lot of music yet, other than whatever my mom would be playing on the stereo or my brother and sister would be playing. So my first pick is, and I'm going to bring this up here in just a second. This will be the first one I'm going to talk about. Little Gordon Lightfoot, If You Could Read My Mind. Now, this song is something that I have heard other versions of over the years. One of the ones that has spoken to me the most was probably Johnny Cash's version. That was on a posthumous release on his American 5 album, which he does a wonderful version of as it is. I've always known this. I've always liked a lot of Gordon Lightfoot over the years, but I've never really dug down deep into his catalog. And I feel like I'm becoming a lot more friends with a lot more Canadians. So I feel like I need to embrace my Canadian friends by checking more of them out. Yes, I agree. This is a wonderful melody. It's not the happiest of songs. It's a very melancholy, sad song, but it is a very good song. And Gordon just has so many wonderful songs, and this is obviously one of them. Very, very deeply personal song here for him. This would actually chart in the U.S. in February of '71. Let's see. This, I believe, went to, I'm trying to read my notes. I think this actually hit number one in the States in 1971. So there you go. Little Gordon Lightfoot there for you. So my next pick, now you guys will recognize this group from the last year that I did this, the Guess Who, and they make a return with No Time. Here again, this is another song that I really like the rhythm to. There's a good riff, good solid electric riff here. You have that nice 60s flavor to it. Yes, I believe this song was originally released as a single in '69, but the album that it was on, American Woman, would not be released until '70. This would be another song that would do well in the charts for the U.S. It would hit number 5. Again, Burton Cummings vocals here, and the rest of the vocal melodies here are all very, very strong. I really need to do a lot more um, delving into the Guess Who, aside from all the hits. I feel like I know them very well. Now, Ash here, I think, is on to something because I was about to go with a Derek and the Dominoes album, but however, I'm not going with Layla because we've heard Layla to death. Let's just be honest, we've heard Layla to death. So I'm going to pick something else from that album from this album. Let me pull down the Guess Who here. I'm going to pull something else from the Layla album. I'm actually going to go with their version of Jimi Hendrix's Little Wing. I could pick almost anything from this album, really. I mean, Bell Bottom Blues is amazing. Keep on Growing is amazing. I'm Yours, Any Day, Nobody Knows When You're Down and Out, Key to the Highway, Tell the Truth. There are so many good songs on this album, but there is something that always struck me about Eric's version here of Little Wing by Jimi Hendrix. And this was his tribute to Jimmy. And it's just a driving melody, driving guitar. One of my favorite songs from this album, and I really think they actually kind of improved, I think, a little bit on Jimmy's version. So not necessarily a single, but it still was a very well known track from this album. So good one in my opinion. So number 7, this is going to be one that might surprise some people. This is a song that I've had on 45 since as long as I could remember. My family had this on 45, and it's interesting. I never knew who wrote the song originally until many years later. But I don't know if you can see that. Stevie Wonder doing We Can Work It Out. I never knew this was a Beatles song until years later. When I was a kid, I never knew. I only knew this, and this is the original 45 that my family had. So I still have it. I think it still plays good. When I ripped the vinyl from it, or just so I could have it as a test, and it still sounds good. A little scratchy. It's not not in the best of shape, but it does well. But man, Stevie just makes this one his own. He really just he doesn't really stick to the original melody per se. He really adds a lot of funk to it. Like I said, I think I like it more than the Beatles version. So my next song, now here again, I believe Peter's onto something here, because I actually was going to pick something from this album. However, it's not that song. I'm going to go with another song off this album that kind of chugs along a little bit, a little 25 or 6 to 4. I love the riffs. The horn section's amazing. It's a driving song. Peter's voice here is really solid. Terry Kath is doing a lot of great playing here. It's a fabulous song. I always like this one. This is one that's been in my head for the longest time. Even as a kid, my sister had the live at Carnegie Hall set, so I'm very familiar with a lot of this old Chicago album. So very good stuff there. That is kind of one. Pete's right. You can't go wrong with a lot of this early Chicago stuff, and I'm not even that versed in it, and I really need to be better about it. But there's always a lot of really, really good stuff here. Now, Ash here also mentions Lola. I might have to look that one up, Ash. I don't remember that one off the top of my head. Pete, I agree. And I don't know why I didn't put this on there, because Band of Gypsys did come out in 1970. So I don't know what made me not want to put this on my list. I feel like a complete fool for not doing that. But Anyway, it is an amazing song. Again, anything off Band of Gypsies is amazing. I mean, you can't go wrong with that album. It's a wonderful album. Wonderful live performance. Um, Now, my next one, this might be another goodie. This is another one of those songs that has been around with me ever since I can remember. Um, and I also mentioned this band on 1969, so I'm going to go back to them again. Probably one of their most known songs, which is interesting because two of the three vocalists said, "Nah, let's pass on that." But one of them decided to say, "You know what? We kind of need a little fun song, goofy song to kind of break things up because the band was kind of going through some tough times, and I think they needed a little something to pick them up a little bit and bring them together." And this is probably one of their most well-known songs, "Joy to the World" by Three Dog Night, written by Hoyt Axton. And Chuck Negron was the one that said, we need something fun. And sure enough, they did. And this song would do very, very well for them. Actually, this single would actually go gold, would top the charts. Great track. Always one of my favorites from this album. Again, I remember the song from way back when. I'm going to say something really surprising here. I don't think I have ever listened to Live at Leeds yet. I know, sorry, but yeah, I've never listened to that album. I like the Who. I know they came out with a compilation album the following year, called Meaty Beady Big and Bouncy. My brother had that, and there's a lot of great songs there. Yeah, I know. I need to work on that, but that's going to have to join a list of a gazillion other things I need to listen to. So give me time. I'll get there. But I do like the Who. Again, they're just not a band that I've really delved that deep into. And so that's something I need to kind of rectify. Okay, next song. Again, mentioned this band last on the 1969 show. We're going to go with the Doors. And the album opener, Roadhouse Blues. You gotta love that. You gotta love that riff, that bluesy riff, the all-time American bar band song. What a great track. The Morrison iconic lyrics. Yes, I have heard about this, Pete. I agree. That is, I probably will look into that version. That would be the way to go. Yeah, Roadhouse Blues, all the goofy lyrics and stuff that Morrison sang through the breakdowns, the great Robbie Krieger solo. Do it, Robbie, do it. What a song. What a song. Got to jam on this with my brother and some of his friends some years ago. And man, this is just such a fun song to play. I can see why so many bar bands play this, and Status Quo would actually do a version of this a couple years later on the Pile Driver album. Great song. I've never really delved that deep into the Doors aside from a lot of the hits. Yeah. And I love this song too. I love I'm Your Captain. And this is one that I don't know why it didn't hit my list, but for some reason I missed that one. So terrible. Mountain. I think I did Mississippi Queen. Was it 1960? I can't remember. 1916. I know Mississippi Queen was in my list in my somewhere, but I thought that was last in 69. Anyway, okay, what am I up to here? So, all right, I'm down to the final four. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, final three. I lost count. Number 3, I mean, again, here I could pick almost anything from this album. But I have to be true to myself. I have to go with the opener from Led Zeppelin 3, Immigrant Song. Again, that 2.5 minute chugging goodness song of that F sharp riff and uh, Robert's soaring vocals here. Again, I could have gone with a lot of songs. I love That's the Way, and I love um, Gallows Pole and Out on the Tiles, Since I've Been Loving You. I mean, this is just a solid album, pretty much from beginning to end. Let's see. Hmm, I don't know that one, Pete. You're gonna have to help me out on that one. That is not a song I'm familiar with, but I'll have to look that one up. Anyway, Immigrant Song. That's gonna be my number two. My number three rather. My number two. Um, from another band that has been around since my childhood days because my brother was a big fan of this band, and I'm gonna go with the album Closer for this album from the James Gang Rides Again album. A little melancholy song called Ashes, the Rain, and I. Um, I'm the friendly stranger. Oh, okay. Right. Um, yeah, Teach Your Children. That's another good one. CS, again, another group that's been around since my childhood, but that was one I never really listened to with my brother quite as much. But the James Gang I did, and Ashes, the Rain, and I closes this album, and that is it's a melancholy song with on acoustic guitar then this string section um, by I can't think of the person's name, Jack Nitzsche, brings it in and closes the album out. It's just a very emotional, very, very haunting end way to end the album. Um, great song, great song. Love the atmosphere of it. Actually, tried one of the first songs I ever learned on guitar. Was another that was one of the because it was such an easy song to play the intro for with the notes. It's a wonderful, wonderful track. Hard Lumber Man. Here again, Pete, I'm gonna really, I'm gonna really embarrass myself here. I don't know if I've heard that song. I can't remember it, and I feel terrible that I don't know the song. But I'm not that a Deep Purple fan. So that's kind of where my problem is. I know some of the hits, and that's about as far as I've really have gone, but I've never have gotten that deep into that band. Badfinger, Come and Get It. Yeah, that again, Badfinger, another band I probably should know more about. Um, Now, for those who are joining late, I kind of want to I want to show off something here before I talk about my number one song. Um, just want to show this off one more time. Look for it hopefully soon. I'll try and get that together and make something happen with that. Okay, good to know that, Ash. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, what's my number one album song from this? Well, this is one of those albums or one of those years where thank you, buddy. Keep keep watching. One of these days, I'll actually have a t-shirt shop of my own that you guys can buy from. So we'll let you know when that becomes available. All right, what's number one? This band released two albums in 1970, and truth be told, there is there is so many songs I could have picked from either album. Um, so, but if I really and I'm probably gonna get shot for this because I should have gone with the title track of the debut album, but I really had to go with something from the second album. From Black Sabbath, Paranoid. I'm going War Pigs. I'm going War Pigs. I know you say fairies wear boots, and that is a wonderful song, but boy, there's something about War Pigs that just gets my blood pumping. Um, I mean, this whole album there's so many great songs to pick from this one. And I could have picked Black Sabbath, I could have picked NIB, I could have picked stuff from that first album, but I War Pigs has got to be the one for me. So um It's just, I mean, the solo, everything about it is just amazing. It's just a great, great track. I love it. I think it's just one of the best. Oh, I could have picked Rat Salad. No. Anyway, so yeah, I love War Pigs. I love the solo. It's a song I love to play on guitar. Um, in fact, when I played it for Sabrina recently, I had my acoustic out and I played along with pretty much the entire song except for the solo. I think I played the backing rhythms for that. But so I love the theme of the song, the riff, everything about the song to me is just epic, and it's just a song I've never ever can get sick of. So there you go. War Pigs would be my top. So just to kind of rehash for those who came in late, if you could read my mind from Gordon Lightfoot, No Time from the Guess Who, Little Wing from Derek and the Dominoes, Eric Clapton's tribute to Jimi Hendrix, We Can Work It Out by Stevie Wonder, 25 or 6 to 4 from Chicago, Joy to the World from Three Dog Night, Roadhouse Blues from The Doors, Immigrant Song from Led Zeppelin, Ashes, the Rain and I from the James Gang Rides Again album. There again, I could have picked Funk 49. I could have picked 10 My Garden. There's a lot of good songs on that one, but Ashes, Rain, and I wins out for me. And of course, ending it off, War Pigs. Here again, ELP is another band that I just never got into. I haven't taken the time to get to know them better. Yep, American Woman. I don't know what it is about America. I like American Woman. I do. But I guess I like some of their other songs a lot better for some reason. I don't know why, but this was a hard year to pick. 1971, I think, is going to be equally as challenging. So hopefully I can pull something together. No, you didn't. You didn't, Pete. Absolutely not. Anyway, yeah, 1971 is going to be interesting. I already pretty much know what my favorite song is because it's probably still one of my favorite songs of all time. So I'll let you guys figure out what that song's going to be. But I hope you guys are. I hope I can come at you quicker with 1971. I haven't done a 2000 show yet. I did consider Bridge Over Troubled Water, Ash, and held off mainly because I didn't grow up with Simon and Garfunkel. I think is part of it. A lot of these songs is stuff I really grew up with. But for some reason, I did grow up with some Simon and Garfunkel in the house. I didn't do my show for 2000 because we just did that on Grant's Rock Warehouse last week. And I may just wait and do that. Yeah, I can imagine. Pete, what year did you guys start with when you did that with Grant? When you guys started at what year did you start with that? Just out of curiosity. But yeah, I don't know if I'll record the. Oh, you start with 1970 as well. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why, if I'm going to do the 2000 show, or if I'll just wait. We'll see. I think half my picks were like Christian music picks. And so, I decided I don't know, maybe I'll still do it. I just have had a lot going on, so I haven't had the time to do it, but I wanted to do 1970 because this was a special year and this was a good year. So, but yeah, 1971 is going to be a very challenging one. Yeah, that's another good one, Ash. I should have picked that one too, but and I did grow up with some Elton John. Honky Chateau, Don't Shoot Me, I'm Just a Piano Player, and Goodbye Yellow Brick Road were the albums that I specifically grew up around with my family. So so yeah, we'll see. But yeah, there's a lot of good strong years for this one. So we'll see. But anywho, yeah, I would agree with that too, Pete. A lot of these songs are for me too. So anyway, and maybe one of these years I'll get a guest on here and we can talk some more of these with a guest. But I kind of wanted to do a few of these solo and just kind of share a little bit of my heart with some of these songs. So there you go, folks. 1970, my top 10 favorites. I'll try to put the playlist on the description if it's not in there already. I can't even remember, but I hope you guys had a good time. I hope you guys have been enjoying. Hopefully you get to enjoy this series. I need to do some more. Need to get out there and see you guys a little bit more often out here in the live stream stuff. I kind of miss doing this a little bit. So with that said, I am your host, Johnny Metal. We will see you soon when I get around to doing 1971. Thank you, Christian. I appreciate you. As always, love having Pete on. The professor, he's very formative into this channel, and I love having him as part of it. And we'll get him back on here soon. So with that said, Johnny Metal, I will see you guys soon. Y'all have a good rest of the evening. Take care.